Chapter 6. On the terrace. The next morning, Fame was awake early. The first thing he did was to make a copy of the poem. Then he went downstairs. It was getting light, and people were beginning to move in the streets. Fame went out onto the terrace. Zara arrived an hour later. She was looking very pretty, in a light blue dress and a dark blue headscarf. "Hello, Zara," said Fame. "Hello, Fame," said Zara. "Sit down," said Fame. When they had both sat down, Fame called the waiter and ordered 2 coffees. "Well," said Zara, "so Harker's dead." "Yes," said Fame. And he told her what had happened. He told Zara how he had found Harker hanging, how the 2 men had then arrived and looked for the piece of paper, how he had escaped and spent the night at the hotel. "And where's the poem?" said Zara, when Fame had finished. "Here," said Fame. He handed her the piece of paper, and Zara read the poem. "There's a message hidden in the poem," said Zara. "I know there is," said Fame. "But what is the message?" "I don't know," said Zara. "But we can find out." "It'll take time," said Fame. "And before we try and find out the answer, what are we going to do next? Now that Harker's dead." "Well," said Zara, "the business can go on. Don's waiting for you. Then the car in the hideout as usual." "Yes, but who'll be the boss now that Harker's dead?" asked Fame. "Ezra." "Not Ezra," said Zara. "That's something I was going to tell you. Ezra and Harker had an argument last week and Ezra left the gang. He's working on his own now." "I see," said Fame. "Who's in charge then?" "I am," said Zara, smiling. "You," said Fame. "Yes," said Zara. "Why not? Or don't you think a woman can lead a gang?" "Well," said Fame, "I don't know. Anyway," said Zara, "I'm the new boss, so give the orders. And I want you to keep your appointment with them this morning." "Where's the car?" "Outside," said Fame. Just then, the waiter came back with the 2 coffees and put them down on the table. Fame paid the waiter, and he went away. "Why did Harker and Ezra quarrel?" asked Fame. "Ezra never liked Harker," said Zara. "And then last week they argued over a job." "What job?" asked Fame. "I don't know," said Zara. "But I think it was something important. Ezra shouted at Harker, and Harker told him to get out." "I see," said Fame. He was quiet for a moment. "You don't think," Fame asked suddenly, "that Ezra might have killed Harker, do you?" "I don't know," replied Zara. "It's possible." Fame and Zara were the only 2 people on the terrace. It was already quite hot, and most people were indoors, eating their breakfast in the shade. Then another waiter came out of the hotel and came up to Fame. The other waiter was a bald-headed man with a scar on his left cheek. "A phone call for you, Mr. Fame," he said. "Thanks," said Fame. "Excuse me a minute, Zara." "Of course," said Zara. "I'll wait here." Fame crossed the terrace and went into the hotel. The phone was lying on the desk in the hall. Fame picked it up. "Hello," he said. No answer. "Hello," said Fame again. Still no answer. "Hello." "Who is it?" asked Fame. Then he heard the phone put down on the other end. What was going on? Fame put his phone down and went back onto the terrace. Zara wasn't there, nor was the bald-headed waiter. Fame began to sweat. "Waiter!" shouted Fame. "Waiter!" The waiter who had brought the coffee came out of the hotel. "Yes, sir," he said. "Where's the other waiter?" "Ask Fame. What do you mean?" said the waiter. "I'm the only waiter on duty at the moment." "A bald man," said Fame, "with a scar on his left cheek." "A bald man with a scar," said the waiter. "We haven't got a waiter who looks like that." Fame didn't wait to hear any more. A car was starting up on the other side of the garden wall. Fame ran to the edge of the terrace, jumped over the wall and down onto the pavement below. A long black American car was pulling away from the pavement, and Fame could see the driver. It was the bald-headed waiter.